Hey everybody, welcome to Space School webinar series. Here's another installment of Don't Just Stare at It. It's like a blank canvas. Let's get creative and create usable space that's very efficient. The wall is the most underutilized area in the kitchen or in your establishment. So let's figure out the best way to use it. Next slide. I'm your host. I'm the screamer. Lori Marone, she's going to be the visionary today, and Chris Clace is going to be the listener. We want to use the wall in the most beautiful way possible. So what better way to do that than with the Mona Lisa, Van Gogh, and some of the beautiful pieces of SmartWall that we typically put on the wall. So I'm going to turn it over first to Lori, and then you'll hear from Chris later talking about the best ways and the most efficient ways to use wall space. So Lori.
Thanks, AJ. Happy New Year, y'all. So today we're going to talk about SmartWall and getting organized. I think I speak for some of us when I say we know we'd be more effective if our space was organized. In fact, 91% of us would say that. Not to mention, we'll spend a year worth of our life looking for lost items. And unfortunately, this can cost restaurants up to $9,000 a year. Next. So most of us are fixers, doers, solvers. This is what sets us apart, our ability to configure and utilize all of the usable space that others wouldn't think of. I believe the overall consensus would be that the majority of the time we're called on, it involves us solving a problem our customer knows they have. While we're certainly the most capable in our field to do that, where the customer wins, in my opinion, is giving them a solution to a problem they didn't know they have. This is where vertical space and not staring at the wall gives us a bit more credibility. Next. So 3 key points when trying to help someone solve any issue is first, we need to identify their inefficiencies. How many steps are they taking? Can we reduce that? The only way to do this is to study and observe their processes and procedures. By identifying where they have trouble, we'll be able to increase productivity through our creative measures, i.e. SmartWall and vertical space. Next. So chicken guy versus pizza guy. Here are 2 examples of what we're able to do with SmartWall grid systems and prep areas, 2 completely different business models, but our products and ideas are wide-reaching, as you can see. You can see that one type of business may need storage for dry product underneath, and the other may need dry goods underneath with the ability to make dough above. Both have the capacity for the organization of tools in the vertical space that was overlooked before and may have been stored in the back, which causes lost time and extra steps. So like I said earlier, using that vertical space for operational organization can increase the productivity and profitability. So I know you guys have all seen SmartWall above the 3-compartment sink, but this is an example of something Lauren designed just to reach a wider audience. Imagine the possibilities of SmartWall.
Hello, everyone. So I wanted to walk through a few different ways that we like to use SmartWall. This is a before and after of our most recent kitchen storage makeover. On the left, you can see how they've got loads and loads of third size pans, and they already had some wall shelving there, but there was some unutilized space underneath that wall shelving that we were able to put a grid on, and we gave them more space to hang different utensils that were sitting in different pans around the area. Can you go to the next slide, Brie? Utensil organization is key. So yesterday I was out in the field at a local restaurant, and I came across this bin underneath a workstation, and I asked the chef about it, and he referred to it as his danger pan. It was a bin filled with all sorts of different utensils, and we were speaking about overhead storage and wall space, and I said, well, why don't we get a few different wall grids in here, and we're able to put all of our utensils onto a wall grid and make it nice and organized. So when we're talking about organization, what are some things that we want to accomplish with our SmartWall wall grid as far as utensil organization? What are we looking to do? We're trying to minimize the likelihood of misplaced tools and utensils, and we're trying to minimize the time it takes to find the tools and utensils, And another thing with this danger pan, we want to minimize the likelihood of injury and also to contaminate tools that we've just cleaned. And all of these things, they directly influence our productivity. Next slide. We also have 85-inch uprights for our SmartWall, and these are some cool scenarios here where we have cantilevered shelving that we place right on the wall. So in I guess replacement of a smart lever product, if we don't need to hold as much weight as a big robust smart lever system, we could use SmartWall with 85-inch uprights and have running shelving. Next slide. One of my favorite things to do is to mount wall grids to shelving, because if you could see on the left-hand side, we've got a coffee station here with a smart lever system. And if we weren't to put a grid behind there, it would be wasted wall space that we're not using. So we're able to now put different accessories to hold cups, bins, and whatnot. The center picture, you can see it's a heated shelving workstation. You have a wall grid behind there, and also on the side of the unit, different baskets. And then, of course, we have our drying rack where we attach a wall grid on the side of it to hold different utensils in baskets. Next slide. So we do have right now a few different starter kits. One for the sink. We have prep kits that we already have created, and they're ready to go right upon purchase. But a little teaser: you saw the coffee station and you saw the pizza station. We will be rolling out accessory kits in the near future, and I will be in contact with you when those are complete. Next slide. So AJ, you want to tell us about this little?
Sure. We wanted to open up a little contest here and get some involvement. If you have pictures of some creative wall configurations or some creative things that you have accomplished, or some application stuff of jobs you've installed or your facilities, please send them to Brianna Fetchin at metro.com, and you'll get a chance to win. We're going to be giving away a bunch of Dunkin' Donut gift cards. So please do. We'd like to see them all. I think seeing and sharing of ideas is critically important, especially to know out there what's possible. So win a Dunkin' gift card. So thanks for this webinar. It was a nice, short, concise one, and it talked a lot about SmartWall and the possibilities of using vertical storage to improve operational efficiency and workflow optimization and space organization as well. Next webinar is on February 11th. That's going to be all about Metro Seal, and that's the epoxy coating on our wire shelving, and what the benefits of Metro Seal is, and what colors are available, and what does it actually do, and how does it help coolers, freezers, and damp environments. And what are its best use cases and some of its worst use cases, and what should be used and what shouldn't be used in different applications. So that will be on February 11th. And I wouldn't, before we get to the questions, I just wanted to make everybody aware that we've launched the 2021 Kitchen Storage Makeover. This year, it's a special year. We're having a school edition where it's narrowed down to just K through 12 schools. So one lucky school will win the awesome makeover. And as you can see, a lot of the pictures that were used for the before and afters have come from the several makeovers we've done in the past. It's been very successful. And we hope that the school is. We've already gotten in, it's only been a week, and we've gotten plenty of entries already, so it's already becoming a success. So if you have a school food service, nutrition employee, or directors that you know of, and you want to get that school involved, please go to metro.com/KSM or FENSmag.com/KSM, and you can enter or get some information. If you have any questions about SmartWall and its availability, feel free to email Nancy Farah at metro.com with any question you have, no matter how big or small. Again, thank you for joining us, and we really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time when we talk Metro Seal.